Hello, guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, lovealadijonnaise. Welcome, you all, guys. Thank you so much for being here another weekend with us with a very interesting topic and kind of controversial. Sam, welcome, and how are you?
Hello, guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm fine, my love. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Very happy that I'm negative again.
Yes, if you have listened to our story time and the second episode of the season, my dear boyfriend had COVID, but everything is fine. I stayed negative. He's finally negative. We're out of the window, as we say in English. But with today's topic, as Felipe says, it's kind of controversial, very interesting topic though, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us have had or have different opinions on that, or have been giving different opinions on that, or Anyways, the question of today's episode is: should you be friends with your ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever?
Yeah, and basically what we want to tell you here is not what we say here is that you need to believe us, or oh no, this is what you need to do. It's just our opinion.
Our own opinion.
Our personal opinion, because maybe I have a different opinion than hers and stuff. So it's just an episode about our opinions. So, if you need some help with that, some guidance, or at least you want to think about it, well, there you go. Here you have some ideas.
Okay, my love, what do you think on this topic,
I
opinion,
think actually
question?
the most mature enough opinion that I can have here is it depends, and it has to be with before. Before maybe when I was still 16 or 17, I will have told you oh, no, it's completely possible. I still believe it's completely possible, then that is fine if you continue being friends with your ex or something. But at this point, I will tell you, it depends if it's good for you or not. Why? Because, if the fact of being friends with your ex is gonna bring you problems, mentally problems or emotionally, and I'm talking about very unstable people, because you have some people that they're very stable actually emotionally, but let's accept the fact that there are some people that are more unstable emotionally. What does it happen? That it doesn't matter if they have another couple or something, emotionally they're not gonna be okay. Why? Because they are still in contact with this person. And also it has to be the motive of the breakup. Why did they break up? If they broke up because of really badass situation, someone did something they were not supposed to, and those type of things, and you as a person, you suffer a lot, you even had to go to get help, and you are fine with not being friends because your emotion, yourself, you are fine without that person in your life, and you really don't want to know anything about this person because actually provoked you a lot of pain, then it's okay if you're not friends with your ex. But on the other hand, if the breakup was, for example, a decision of both, but you, because your mind decided to come crazy or something, and all of a sudden you wake up one day, you're saying oh, I hate this person, I hate that person, and you're behaving I'm sorry, but like an ass, then you are the ass, because basically you're being super immature enough, come on. You broke up because you also wanted, or the situation that you broke up, it was just because things that weren't working out. There's no such a need to become behaving like a bad person towards this person, because also, this person doesn't deserve it. So I will say that it depends a lot of why did you break up, how much emotionally stable you are, and how good this person will do to your life.
I agree with your opinion. Actually, I have the same. It depends. And to go back, because you said if when you were 16, 17, you might have said oh yes, it's possible. Me, on the other hand, I was one of those that would say no, it's not possible.
Yeah.
But if you ask me now, as you say, it depends. Because if the breakup was mutual from both, then why? at least if you see them on the street, don't behave like a 2-year-old and start making a scene or something. Just, I don't know, if you see them, they pass by you and they say, oh, hi, how are you? Just say, hi, I'm fine, maybe small talk, but not behaving like a 2-year-old child, like a toddler. But as you said, if the breakup was terrible and if this person caused you a lot of mental problems, emotional, and I don't know, whatever reason it was, of course, terrible reason, but of course not, because like that would affect you a lot. So with that aspect, I do agree with you, and not also it wouldn't affect only you as your person yourself, but also it would affect people around you that were there for you when you went through that like bad breakup, and also maybe it would affect your new relationship, which is also kind of bad.
No, I know, and I mean, for example, with these type of situations, I will understand it. For example, like, oh, this person cheated on me. Those type of things that they're actually kind of bad. Well, not like kind of bad. They're actually very bad and sad. Of course, I can imagine provoked a lot of pain. Or, for example, if the couple, I mean, the person used to hit, abuse, or
doesn't matter, like physical, mental,
or
abuse,
whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Like no.
In those type of situations, I agree completely. Like, you need to completely disconnect from the person, like get away, because of course it's not gonna bring anything good to your life. But if you're talking about, like, let's suppose that your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you were friends, for some reason you became a couple, and then you figure it out that things were not gonna work out. Why? Because you are better as friends than as a couple. Why will you end up the friendship? And that's the thing that I don't understand. Why will you end up the friendship knowing that this person actually brings you joy and something good to your life? Maybe the person didn't as a couple. Why? Because you weren't meant to be. Maybe you weren't meant to be a couple. But as friends, maybe this person can bring you something actually very good. And the problem is that some people, they're very immature and they don't accept that fact. And they see a broken relationship as a seal of never being back again for anything. Not even like for partners or whatever. And this is a problem because they literally lose everything just because of a stupid decision of breaking up a relationship which meant anything to those people.
And at the end, as you said, it didn't mean anything, and they both neutrally agreed, like, to break up. And it wasn't like a bad blood or anything. I mean, you shouldn't have bad blood if it's in that type of situation, which then leads you to another thing. Oh, you block them on social media.
No, very childish.
Very childish. You block them from your phone number, from everywhere, or if they text you or something, or on Instagram, you ignore them. You do the scene. It's just like, how old are we? Are we like 3? Are we in kindergarten? I think even children in kindergarten behave more mature than these type of situations. But I say, I also think that if you didn't work as a couple, maybe you can as friends. But here is the society thing that most people say also, if you were friends before and became couple for some reason, as you said, and then break up, like the society, oh no, don't be like friends with them. What is your new couple gonna say? That's gonna bring you problems in relationship. So I think that's maybe the reason why most of the time you don't stay friends with them.
Yeah, and also a lot had to be the movies. Like, tell me how many times have you watched in a movie that someone breaks up and then in the future they continue being friends? Just few times. There are movies that they show you that. Yes, I agree. I mean, right now I just can't remember one movie, but I know that I have watched movies that they have those type of things. But most part of them, they show you that if someone broke up, they never get back to it again, and literally they don't even want to talk to each other and those type of things. And we have learned from that, and we have believed exactly what you're mentioning. Like, it's impossible to be friends with your ex when it's actually possible. Another thing is that you don't want.
That you don't want.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's the society that tells you. But of course, it's at the end, it's awkward if you have the same friends or circle of friends. Of course, it's gonna be probably awkward. I don't know, but I mean, why just be like a child and behave like that? It can be no bad blood if it was a decision from both and that's it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe You can be friends like before, but you can still be friends. I mean, at the end of the day, it was decision from both, and you both wanted a relationship. You didn't work out as couple, but as you said, maybe you can as friends, but on the other way as friends. I mean, not being friends as before, probably.
Yeah. You know what? Something else that I really hate about also movies and literally relationships like that is like once they break up, now they start talking literally only bad things about that person on the back. Like it's like, dude, like have a bit of respect, seriously.
Okay, here is the thing. Let's have a situation here. So you decide, you both decide you want to break up because of whatever reason. Maybe you don't feel the same anymore. Maybe you don't work as a couple. Let's leave the bad relationship and toxic ones out, because those ones are another level.
Yeah.
With that, you just cannot. The person provoked you too much pain. Don't be friends with them. Of course not. But it was mutual decision. Why would you go to your other friends or to people you know and talk bad about this person? Why?
Because
that's just like, okay, fine. I mean, of course you had nice moments with that person. I mean, with your ex, because I assume, but why only to highlight the negative or the bad stuff, and then you being the one that's the best?
Yeah, and not only negative things, also lies. Because people start lying about things that this person never did, but because they want to be literally dramatic and they want
dramatic,
and literally and they want to cause trauma on everyone.
And they want to be in the good light and putting their ex in the bad light.
Exactly. They start like telling lies and lies and lies that apparently this person did, that this person doesn't even have idea. You know, it's like, why are they doing that? Like, what's the need to lie about those things? I mean, if you leave negative things with this person, and I mean, saying them to, I don't know, your friends or your family makes you feel better, fine. It's not really the most respectful way, but fine.
But don't go to random people and start telling them stuff.
No, I know, of course, but why to lie? And that's the problem.
Like, see, that's the problem of our society in the movies, because all we have seen all these things we have seen are from the movies.
Yeah.
That usually happens in the movies. Or that you go to the new partner of your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend and tell them, oh, she's like that, is gonna cause you only problems. It's like, why?
Yeah, I always believe like it's like keep your mouth shut and just leave people to live, you know. And if this person is literally bad and this person got a new partner, let the new partner to discover by him or herself.
Don't be one of, because you're gonna appear like a crazy ex-partner, basically.
Yeah. Well, as you said, like literally at the end of the story, you're gonna look like the crazy one, and the other one is gonna be like,
what the hell?
Yeah. No, but it's literally a part of the society. So sad that literally most part of people, they think like that. And also, people as friends, they provoke that. Because like when there is a breakup, and it's very common that the person goes out with the friends. Why? Because the person wants to be distracted, of course. Mm-hmm. And it's super common, and I hate that. I mean, honestly, it never happened to me. But I hate that because I've seen it in other friends that someone breaks up, comes up with the friends, and then the friends start telling the person, oh no, you should block this person, you should tell this person that you... And it's literally like the snake speaking to you the whole time, telling you what to do, and only bad things. They only advise you on bad things. They don't advise you on not, you know. You need to be actually respectful. You need to be literally a mature enough person, be a grown-up as you are, and face the problem or go out and talk to the person. No, they only focus on, you should tell this person this, or you should block them. Why don't you tell someone?
That's very common. I agree. And as you said, instead of like, for example, you broke up with someone, and the problem is still not that solved, or you just need to talk and then close the whole topic and the whole story. In most cases, it's like your friends tell you, block them, delete them from social media, delete them from life. It's like, Yeah, but still there are questions left. There are things to talk before closing the topics, instead of telling you be mature, have a conversation with that person, and that's it.
Exactly. But people, we have learned to be like that. But that's why we are recording this podcast, right?
Yes, to give future generations, or maybe also our own generations, a bit mature point of view.
Yeah.
Dealing the situation.
As I say in Spanish, like a joke in Spanish is like ya estás muy grandecito.
Yes.
Which means like you are already grown up. You're already old enough to be doing these stupid things, just to keep behaving like a child.
No, the children like 15, 16 years old in high school, they behave like that because they don't know it's fine. But not being 24, please don't behave like that.
Yeah. But well, basically that's what we wanted to talk about today, guys. Like literally, as you saw, there were just point of views. Maybe at the end, maybe you are not gonna agree with our point of views, which is completely fine. Everyone has the right to give the opinions. It's just if there is something that we can advise you, no matter what opinion you have, even if you agree or disagree with us, is always being respectful. If your decision is respectful, then it's okay. But if your decision is being unrespectful towards yourself and the other person, then maybe you need to fix something.
Yeah, I agree with that. Always be respectful. Also, I mean, no matter how bad the breakup was, if it was really one of those toxic relationships, and if you healed from that 100%, thanks God, you just, I know you want to forget what it was. It's just like, fine, it was what it was. Still be respectful. Don't think about that person anymore, and that's it.
Yeah, continue with your life,
Continue with your life.
But yeah, well, thank you so much, guys, for listening to us. We know that it was actually a very short episode, but well, as we always say, like some episodes they have more to talk about. Actually, we will have more to talk about this thing, but we will be just going around the same idea. So it's okay. But thank you so much for listening to us, for giving us the time to continue with this amazing podcast. To all of you that you keep supporting us and liking the podcast and sharing, thank you so much.
Thank you also from my part, and also thank you from all of you who are here since the beginning, and to you who tune in later. Thank you so much. We love you guys, and as usual, you can find us everywhere on our social media and podcast platforms at lovealadijonnaise podcast. And as we always say, we'll be back next weekend with a new episode.
Have an amazing weekend, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.